Stop waiting for people to figure it out. Focus on your goals and focus on your life and keep forging ahead. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is listening to the promises, the empty promises, the broken promises, the repeated regurgitations of what people tell them, as opposed to looking at their actions, and also aside, just sort of looking at yourself and seeing if it's even worth your time, energy, or effort to wait for someone who is not on the same level as you. Why do you feel the need to wait and pull someone up? Pulling someone up can take many, many years, and they still may never be on your level. You need to decide and really sort of take a step back and look at where things are right now and see if it's even worth waiting for, if you want to put in the time, work, and energy and effort to slow your stagnation, slow your progress down, and wait in sort of stagnation for this person to catch up, if they ever even do. It's one of the biggest things I see people doing, especially people who are very invested in like their mental health, their therapy, and actually doing the work. There's people that I may have worked with over a number of years, or they may have gone to therapy over a number of years, but they're in relationships with people who won't go to therapy, who don't believe in going to therapy, who don't think that they have a problem, or will only wait to go when your foot is out the door. And then they're like, oh, wait, I'll do it now. I'll do it. I'll go to therapy. And then they go to 1 or 2 sessions, or maybe even 3 or 4. But then after that, they sort of just lull after that. You need to think about, like, if you've been doing all this work for years, you've built up this progress, you've laid out your stuff, and you've actually done the work. Is it worth it? Does it make practical sense for you to sit there and wait for someone who drug their feet? And it ought to make you angry, especially if they waited until you were out the door to even begin to begin to see the light of day and even want to do the work, because they're saying what they think you want to hear just to make you stay. But they may not actually make any long-term investments to actually do the work. Do you want to wait? Do you want to watch and see what happens? Is it worth it? Aren't you already out of alignment? If you're already ahead and you've taken things seriously this whole time, what will it do for you if you wait for someone who is just now catching on and is still very defensive, or still doesn't see um, the entire magnitude of their actions or how they contribute to problems, or people who are just performative, meaning they may get up in front of a therapist and lie and not tell the truth, or get quiet and really sort of become defensive over and over again, or quit altogether and say, this is not for me. You have to decide on whether or not it's worth it to wait, or if you deserve someone who's already aligned, who's already done the work, would not hesitate to do more work if necessary with you and forge ahead. But they take you seriously, they take the relationship seriously, and they take themselves, and they have their own ambitions outside of you. So let me know what you think. And like, comment, share, and follow. Hope that helps. Thanks so much.